Hello, welcome back to Kaijutopia. I am Tom, your motion graphics artist extraordinaire, and it's been a while. I hope everyone's been doing well. We're just gonna get straight to it. We're working on this Big Damned Heroes versus Big Damn Villains. It's like a multiversal ensemble stop motion fest. And right now we are going to be working today with the Prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta. Vegeta definitely being one of my favorite characters from Dragon Ball. He kind of drifts between being my favorite or my number two. Those familiar with Vegeta know that he kind of is used to being number two. Don't say that to him. You may not like what happens, but I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball and Vegeta. His character arcs, actually, he's still, Dragon Ball is still active. It's still ongoing with Dragon Ball Super, not just the anime, but the manga. So Vegeta's character arc is continuing. It's not like he's no longer changing. Out of all the Dragon Ball characters, he and like Piccolo, they're the characters who I feel like have had the most productive changes in terms of how they originally started, as villains, antagonist, or in Vegeta's case being like pure evil, to eventually becoming one of the greatest champions of Earth, and then later the universe itself. As far as my number one would be, oh hey, Mittens, Cat Underlord, welcome. Good to see you. My number one would be Gohan. Gohan is the son of the series protagonist Goku, and though I am a fan of Goku, of course, I do think Gohan overall takes the cake for being my favorite character. Mittens, how you doing, man? I liked your Dragon Ball stop motion. It's only fitting now I get to have a shot at it too, but your video is really good. 'Tis the season to work on Dragon Ball now. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start animating Vegeta, but before I do, I typically try to make sure I go in a I have an idea of just what exactly I want to complete. So my goal here is to animate Vegeta, have him join Mewtwo and Wonder Woman, and then maybe add a glow Super Saiyan like aura, maybe some crackling lightning around him too as he levitates down. Gohan is my number three. Cool. Who are your top two favorite, Mittens? And you're also playing Skyrim? Awesome, man. That's good to hear. Happy to say a lot of our folks who join the chat, I'm just going to call you guys Kaijutopians. A lot of our Kaijutopians tend to always stay very busy, either working on their own stop motion projects, or in Mitten's case, playing a cool game. So we are always productive in these parts. We are always striving to become the most powerful legendary warriors of VFX. Obviously my VFX power level is totally over 9,000. There it is. I had to make the joke at least once. Mittens, of course, is playing Skyrim, and I asked him a question. I'm sure it's kind of like, oh man, yeah, good luck going back and forth between playing an epic game to, hey, who are your top three favorite Dragon Ball characters? Or no, I asked top two. Duh. Goldfish memory tonight, guys. It's been a long day and week. But there it is. Piccolo is my number two, and Frieza is my number one. Awesome. Mittens, I'm going to bombard you with another question. I hope you don't mind. Are you up to date on what's happening in the Dragon Ball Super manga? If you're not, then I will, try to avoid spoilers to the best of my ability. So, nothing too nothing too complex here with Vegeta is going on. Vegeta is just going. The idea is after I do my movie, wave my movie magic wand, Vegeta is going to levitate down, and then he's going to raise his head because he's, a magnificent, arrogant Saiyan, of course, because that's his character. And he is just going to, as soon as his head lifts up, I'm thinking perhaps I'm going to give him that power aura. And I might actually, I forgot to mention this earlier, I'm also thinking about animating his golden hair to make it glow as well. Those of you who might be familiar with other little very short stop motion that I made of Goku versus Darkseid, it's more like a proof of concept of a future stop motion battle I have in mind between the two. I did something similar with his hair too when he powered up to Super Saiyan. John, welcome, me and my family and everyone. We in Longbourn, awesome, man. I hope you're having a good time. And Mitten said he has not seen or read any Super. Cool. And you stopped after the Cell Saga. Okay, cool. Then I won't, go too much. I'm just gonna say that there's a lot of there's some of the Dragon Ball Super arcs have been interesting. It really started off a little bit, in my opinion, a little flimsy, even mainly due to the fact that the first few sagas in the Super anime were kind of retelling the story that we saw from the Dragon Ball movies. The first was Battle of Gods, which introduced a now iconic character in Lord Beerus, the God of Destruction. And then the next follow-up, which was Resurrection of F, which saw the return of Frieza, your number one, Mittens. And that movie was pretty cool too. But Battle of Gods was incredible. A really good movie as well. But the anime definitely kind of struggled, in my opinion, in trying to adapt from the movies. But then it started picking up, and it's been pretty cool ever since. Hello, Master. Welcome. Welcome. I hope you are doing well. I really do like this pose Vegeta's in. It's just so Vegeta. Arms folded. These are the Tamashii Nation Imagination Works Vegeta figure. I know that's a mouthful. Not as big of a mouthful as some of the new Super Saiyan forms that have entered the mythology in the last few years. What I mean, we call it. There's a Super Saiyan form now called Super Saiyan Blue, but its original name was Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan or something, and it was just so. Yeah, don't say all this too fast. It's gonna drive you nuts. So the Vegeta animation is pretty much done here. Not too much. I decided to, not to go all out here. There's really no need to have them move around, be super animated in terms of just what I have planned, because, well, this is not a sort of typical face-off I feel like it's important to it's important for me to mention that and repeat it, because it's not everyone has heard it the first couple times, but it's important to know that this isn't going to be like a massive stop motion battle between all these characters. Not that I'm opposed to ever doing that. On the contrary, oh, would I love to do something like that? That would be insanely cool. But right now, it's kind of like a matter of timing, because things are picking up, changing so soon. I'm gonna have to once again kind of like redistribute my time and focus. I'm as far as stop motion projects go, guys, I do have a big Godzilla massive battle stop motion project in the works. The storyboarding, the storyboard is done, the script's done. It's now kind of just about like finishing this project and then preparing to get started on it. And that project might take 2-3 months. It's gonna be a while with that one, but I'll be sure to have like, I'll be sure to stream, show you guys what I'm working on, and it's gonna be a fun project. It's literally pitting Godzilla Final Wars up against some of the most powerful kaiju he's ever faced, not just from one era, but from across multiple eras. So you're gonna get like Space Godzilla, Destroya, Gigan thrown in there, among other fun surprises. Oh, hey, Mittens mentioned his sister's a big fan of Super. Her number one is Vegeta. Excellent. Mittens, you might like Super. I'm not. I mean, it largely depends, of course, on your preference, but Super really it's an interesting take. I mean, in my opinion, it's gotten a little bit better, but it's also kind of like one of those kind of the animation is a lot. It's still different than what we're used to from the Dragon Ball Z times, but if not, you might like the movies as of late. Oh man, I mean, there was a new Dragon Ball movie that just hit theaters like recently. Dragon Ball Superhero with Gohan and Piccolo front and center. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard really good things about it. And then like not too long ago we had Dragon Ball Super Broly. That was a really good movie. Love that. And Gamer Time, welcome. How you doing? Feels like forever since we've all chatted, It's been a while. Like less than a week, but to me that feels like an eternity. Okay, so let's see where everyone else is. I'm gonna bring up Mewtwo and Wonder Woman. So, okay. Probably just move it right here. It's a little tricky because Wonder Woman's sword kind of blocks the way, so probably just have Vegeta just end up right here. He's going to be floating around and stuff, so of course if I ever need to change it, I can do just that. Okay, so I think I got that figured out as far as timing goes. Yeah. Let's see what else I need to do. Oh, Let's see what we got. Vegeta, Mewtwo, and Wonder Woman. What a trio. Absolutely. Oh, hey, Gamer. You mentioned you're still working on Gigan versus Space Godzilla. Excellent. Good to hear that's coming along well. Mitten says, I've heard of Superhero. Yeah, I think with Gohan and Piccolo taking front and center, and Goku and Vegeta, who've been pretty much the main, you know, especially Goku being the main, you know, guy, main hero and such. It's nice to see that they kind of, I hear, take a little bit of they take a back seat, and it's Gohan and Piccolo. Although I think it's, I've even heard that, you know, Piccolo is really the main character in that movie. Uh, who's next? Jet Jaguar. You know what? Jet Jaguar will not be joining this ensemble, but in the background here, you do see the Iron Giant. He will be the next guy I tackle, but you know, he's not ready yet. Vegeta comes first. Vegeta is ready to go. Should move this down so I don't cut everything off. Okay, so let's pre-compose this first. Or just go Prince Vegeta. We're going to make a couple cuts with our pin tool here. Let's get rid of volume. Since I didn't animate the legs, this should be not an issue. You know, I don't have to cut around perfectly around his feet, but yeah, sometimes if you're forced to do this and you animated the legs, it could be tricky to, because then you have to like move the pen tools here all around in order to follow your character, and it can get that can be super time consuming, like you wouldn't believe. I've unfortunately have spent so many hours doing that, but you know, I'd say it paid off pretty well. Yeah, I'm hoping to do the Iron Giant stream hopefully within the next couple days. I got so many stories, so many things to talk about, because the Iron Giant is one of my favorite characters and one of my favorite movies. Okay, so Vegeta is looking awesome, of course, because that should come as no surprise. Next, we're going to make that green screen disappear. Give me my Primac here. Auto define key looks for what's the main color, which is the green. We're going to eliminate some of the back here. Get rid of that residue. I always think Vegeta, every time I do this, sometimes we get it like a noir look to the characters. I'm sure not all of you know what I'm talking about, but you know what? That's what happens on these streams sometimes. Tom just says things, and you know, you kind of just go with it, or you don't. Quick question, have you guys liked this video? If you haven't, please consider liking this video. If you are new here, well, first, welcome. Glad to have you. I just usually for these streams, I'm just doing VFX work on Adobe After Effects. I have done Adobe After Effects working on projects off and on for over 10 years now, and it's really fun. I enjoy it, so I thought, hey, why not just share my techniques and such. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good here, making pretty good time. I mean, I just joined, but the vid is cool. Hey, hey, we always make sure the first thing you do as soon as you join, you gotta click that like button. In fact, you gotta like Kamehameha that like button or something. You gotta use a powerful like garlic beam cannon, or a final flash or something. Guys, help me! I'm running out of Dragon Ball references. Okay, and I think around this point, let's see, I'm gonna have Vegeta begin to come down here in just a second, but it kind of helps for me to see another character too. Vegeta looks so broody, like, I mean, obviously it's Vegeta. It's what he does, right? It's what he does best. Oh, what did I do? Okay. Attack of the autocorrect. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times that's gotten me too. Okay, we're gonna have him levitate up just slightly. Have this other one. We don't need him to like be moving super fast either. Just keep it nice and cool. Are they fighting us because we forgot to hit the like button? I can neither confirm nor deny if that's the case. It honestly wouldn't surprise me either way. Even though these are heroes, they might I mean, Vegeta was once, a bad guy, and Mewtwo, of course, his journey to becoming a good guy, is full of, trauma and rage. I mean, Wonder Woman's there, so maybe she'd have to try and hold everyone back. Or you could just hit the like button. That works too. All right, so far so good. Right now, I'm gonna create a couple copy of my duplicates. This is gonna be the Super Saiyan Glow. I'm going to keep his position changing, so I don't have to revise that. But now I'm gonna cut and add what will eventually become his hair glowing in a Super Saiyan-y sort of orange golden glow. Super Saiyan-y. I think I'm making words up again. Guys, you might want to... This might not be a long stream if I'm already kind of losing it. It's the whole Godzilla Mad Libs. That ruined me. That destroyed me. My brain cells have been eviscerated. Although it was still fun. What can I say? And that's... Oh, we're gonna have to do more to that. Okay. It's going okay. Kind of want to roll back some of the glow here, or wow. Okay then. That's a lot. More of a glow than I was expecting. The intensity of that was insane. It's just Vegeta's power level is just too much. Oh geez, this might actually be a bit too much. Not expecting it to be that proved a bit more intense than I was hoping. Alright, make some changes here. Probably be easier to just start a new one, but so what I'm kind of wondering what the deal is that the glow effect is a bit more intense than I was anticipating, so kind of thinking about what else, if there's something else I can do. I mean, if anything, or I just leave it at that. I mean, I don't think it actually needs an optical glow, surprisingly. It seems to be doing well on its own. Okay, let's... Alright, so what I just did is adjusted the mask opacity for the glow, so now Vegeta's hair is glowing, but it doesn't maintain the same like brightness, the same intensity. And later when I add an aura effect and some other finishing touches, it'll look even shinier and cooler, because that's what we're here. Oh no, oh snap, did I just say cooler? Ha! Another Dragon Ball reference. That time I didn't even mean it. Okay. I think... Alright, so far so good. Now the next step would be getting a power aura or something. I might know just the one. It's going to take me a moment to find it. Just a second. I am now accessing my VFX library. Okay. This is a cool VFX asset from Production Crate. They're pretty awesome. Oh, jeez. Have to increase the size a bit. Aura. I think we're gonna have it be behind Vegeta for now. No, I think I'm gonna keep it in front and then I'll just play around a bit with it after. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think Cooler looks like Shredder. That's true. Kind of has a, yeah, because of the mouth guard, right? Kind of sounded like Shredder. At least the English dub voice actor sounded like him. Okay, so we got that going. And I think there's a way I can just make this loop. Just need to go to the endpoint where it does so, and I think it's a time, enable time remapping, and then I go over here and do loop out, just a little JavaScript here. Oh, forgot to take into account that it does that, so maybe I just move it right here. No. Okay. Maybe I don't need to do that part. You can just hear the Super Saiyan sound effect. You know, the power, when they power up. Alright, so maybe the loop out was just unnecessary. Let's try this then. Where'd Vegeta go? Wow, he just vanished. There he is. It's like he learned instant transmission. Yeah, I like the other one. We can work with that when it's done. Okay, Super Saiyan Aura. Okay, I'm gonna compose the Super Saiyan hair glow with the power aura. And just call it that, Super Saiyan Power Aura. Maybe I could have may not need to use much of the... I don't think I'm going to bother with the electricity that I thought about before. May not be too necessary, but instead it wouldn't hurt to maybe consider making Vegeta's eyes green, because I didn't do that during the animation, and when they're Super Saiyan, sorry, I didn't do that during the stop motion process. When I was filming, I didn't change out the green, you know, his normal eye color with the green ones. So let's revise that. Let's change that up a bit. And I forgot where yep, there it is. Okay, so right around here is where his eyes definitely begin to change. This kind of reminds me of the Darth Vader stream session when because I filmed Darth Vader in front of a blue screen, and he had a blue button that meant the blue button, the blue of it, like, you know, disappeared. So I had to like go in and add it over, and that was a fun time. Maybe not. Let's just see what it looks like normal, but I'm going to change this to a green glow color. Kind of do want it to glow after all. There we go. Oh man, that's looking cool. No, wait a minute. Probably could have just done this from the start. They're kept out all in one comp. Now we can see his eyes begin to turn green a bit. That looks pretty cool. Then he goes all Super Saiyan. You know, the all right, let's see how he's looking here. But anyway, if you guys haven't, I highly recommend you see the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. It is super action-packed. It is pretty amazing. The animation is, like, hands down some of the best, not only the best animation I've seen for the Dragon Ball series, but in general, it's just extremely well done. And man, you feel every hit. the choreography is insane. How the characters fight is just incredible. I think you guys would really get a good kick out of it, as it has everything. I mean, it's obviously action packed, but it also has really good character moments. The characters even themselves do change. They grow as characters throughout the story, which was nice. I guess the character that changed the most was Broly. He's way different than when he first, showed up in the movies from the Dragon Ball Z era. Here, he actually feels like an actual character and not like, a plot device full of rage. All right. Things are looking pretty cool. Stop myself there from making another Dragon Ball pun. I guess you could say I stopped myself cold. Ah. Eh. Vegeta thought it was funny. Let's see, there's a couple other things that I want to do. I'm gonna throw this Prince Vegeta part into its own comp again, so I can do one more thing, which is add a shadow effect. I really like, I find that it's easier to apply shadow effects when your subject is in its own comp without signs of the pen tool masking that I had cut around Vegeta. Let's see. Shadow, there it is. Little slow today. Very. Custom. Okay. We're gonna keep this nice and simple. Opacity can go up to 100 because when we add super comp, it becomes harder to see. Softness is a very useful way of, adding a more blurry, kind of wavy texture to it all. Okay, let's see how this is looking. I'll probably have this a little bit lower than I originally intended. Okay, see the shade. Probably a little bit lower, so you can see where. And just for funsies, let's see what happens if I add a reflection with the Super Saiyan aura. Let's see what that's gonna look like. So we go down to reflection. Simple. Softness comes up, maybe opacity not as high. It does look pretty cool. I guess I'll keep it in for now, mainly because it doesn't really hurt. We'll see if it ends up being a little bit too distracting, you know, when we get closer to the final version. So, okay. We're going to... I think Vegeta is about wrapped up now. Didn't really take too long. I kind of expected... I was hoping to shoot for an hour stream, but due to the fact that there wasn't really much animation that needed to be done for Vegeta, I think we're about good. So this is proven to be pretty good. I think we're... Might as well mention what's happening next. Well, after this, sometime this weekend, I'm hoping to get started on the Iron Giant here, and then after that I'm gonna finish the last two characters I'm planning. I still gotta do the filming stop motion element for Sonic the Hedgehog and Master Chief. So that'll be the final lineup. You're gonna have Mewtwo. We're also gonna have Wonder Woman. Got Vegeta, Sonic the Hedgehog, and then Master Chief. And possibly someone else if I decide to throw him back in. I did have to make a cut. Like, I had to cut out two other characters from the villain side. And so I had to cut out Omegamon from Digimon. But who knows, maybe he'll be thrown in, but it's kind of already chaotic. I've already had to make some changes, and I just got to get going. You know, I got to get ready for the next project, so we'll see. But for now, let's see how things are shaping up. So the heroes interrupt the villains, you know, meeting because they're planning nothing good. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I was silent there for a second, just trying to like, okay, is everything looking okay? How are we doing on this? Is the glow, is there anything lagging? Did I get the time right? The only thing that I might adjust or look at would be Mewtwo himself, because his some shadow effect. Kind of feel like it with Vegeta's power aura coming on, it shouldn't be as intense. Oh yeah, we might as well include the other cool effects that are happening just to get the whole shebang. Yeah, the only thing I'm not sold on is the sword reflect, but again, I'm gonna leave it there for now. The sword, the shining thing on Wonder Woman's sword, you know, how sometimes, you know, it catches the sun, but other than that, it's shaping up to be pretty cool. And of course, then when we have the Iron Giant there in the background, he takes up that space, which is good. And then of course Master Chief will be here, and Sonic is kind of gonna be literally all over the place, but we'll eventually end up like right here, I'm thinking. Alright guys, I think that will do it for today. Yeah, so I'm hoping maybe tomorrow or Sunday I'll be back to do another stream doing we'll be animating the Iron Giant. That one will likely be a lot longer, not just than, you know, the Vegeta one today, but it'll be the longest one yet, because there's a lot of animation, a lot of stop motion stuff that I did for that one. I went, you know, a lot longer than usual because it's the Iron Giant, and I'll go into more detail about the action figure that, you know, I ended up working with, but there's a lot of detail, there's a lot of it kind of, in my opinion, it necessitated the need to go all out, especially since it's going to be kind of a very short video, but might as well make it memorable. But that's going to be all for today. Thank you so much for coming in, guys. I know this is still, you know, I'm going through non-kaiju related projects, so it's, you know, the channel is called Kaijutopia, so it's not always, I know it's not something that everyone probably is interested in, but it still means a lot that you decided to take the time to be here, guys, and to give it a check, give it a whirl. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your Friday evening, Friday night, and a good weekend, and hope to see you guys next time. Take care.